New York. So this is really a celebration, really for being one year in business. It was in December, and so it's to thank everybody here that provides like tremendous value, collaboration, just business sense, resources, opportunities. So this is for everybody here. So I want to thank a couple of, on the client side, with the opportunity to build some like cool, unique structures and spaces. I want to start off with Steve Wamser, who's the front and center. So Steve runs Synergy Homes, Wisconsin, custom home builder, and Steve was the first person that provided me the opportunity to figure out that I wanted to do this business. So start Tillit, and we were talking December of 23, and Steve was my first engagement on the pre-con side for Sanjay and Michelle are together on this Checkers restaurant right down the street, Highway 100 Greenfield. So I want to thank Steve for the encouragement. He's like, you can do this shit, and it happens. So that was really the initial momentum to get this thing started. So yeah, again, I want to thank Sanjay and Michelle for leading that effort on Checkers. It really means a lot to be the first project that was the start of Tillit. So next, I want to thank the Waterstone Mortgage team. I haven't seen anybody, but there may be somebody stopping by yet. So Waterstone Mortgage was the second project worked on in Brookfield. Their build out. Grafe worked on offices in Madison, Milwaukee. Spurl Commercial, so Brian's here. Where's Brian? Right in the middle. So we're just going through a little bit of the whirlwind, but hope to get this 17 units started in Whitefish Bay, so thank you, Brian. I really appreciate the opportunity. The Cloisters of Greenfield is one that's in motion. I didn't see anybody here yet, but this is a senior condo association. We're replacing kind of their atrium skylight system, Glulam beams, whole renovation, and then I was also going to thank Ryan Jansen, who Steve also introduced me to, so working on some things with Ryan right now. From the design side and the collaboration and amazing designs and just, I'm always looking for the collaborative environment for sure, right? So throw your egos aside and let's just figure it out. So as a solution-based company, Dan Beyer Architects, Grafe, Allume, Perspective Design, Zimmerman Design, Harwood Engineering, Huntsman Architectural Group, Gen 2 Engineering, ArcInt, which is Ed Hayden, Ed Slater, Kaylor Slater, Thrive Architects, Potawatomi Ventures, Andrew, Dan. Thanks for, and all of this is really, anybody in this room has either inspired me or I've had some conversation about business or trying to figure out when you hit a roadblock, how to get past it and find some solution for it. So Colliers, Jenna McGuire helped me find my office space, which is 3 blocks away. JLL, Nick and Bill, Hunter Real Estate, Matt, still here? Yeah, there he is. And then, let's see, Anderson Commercial, who I just met with last week, and Mackenzie Wamser's here representing them as well. So, and here comes Cindy and Imani Short. Now the party can start. I'm really on the trade partner side, so the trades are every day just grinding out on site and really helping my team win the work. So kudos to you for Next Electric's been a huge partner. Merritt Mechanical, Sanchez Painting, Total Mechanical, Dynamic Contracting, Klein Dicker, Innovative Signs. Who's going to put the wrap on the vehicle in a couple of weeks, by the way? Strands Roofing, Cassidy Contracting, Leading Edge Management, Jay Marino. 3L Metalworks, Jason, and Eline Electric. Community partners that I want to thank are up here at the hockey station, so make sure you get up upstairs, shoot some pucks, because every dollar, every one that goes in gives these folks more that they can do with their organization. So I'm on the board at the guest house, so I want to thank Christine. Steve was here earlier, the executive director. So providing shelter, housing, education, and services to Milwaukee's homeless. And we seek to transform people's lives through with dignity and purpose. So it's a guest house in Milwaukee been associated with going back to the early 2000s when our church did some cooking for the meals they have. And then City Light, Alex Scholes here representing City Light. They're here in West Dallas, supporting children and families, a faith-based and community-based organization. So they help out a ton on with Horace Mann Elementary, and then in this community for folks in need. So, and also a big thank you to Mark and Julie Berquist, who are here for introducing to City Light. So, right here in the West Dallas neighborhood. Other resources and business support: Spring Bank, Von Briesen, Marsh McLennan. Thanks, Dan. Just we got stuff done here in the last couple of weeks, and I made it hard for you, but I appreciate it. Shore West Surety, Hush Blackwell, Eric Myers here, Edward Jones, Adam.
Adam's right there.
Adam's my guy on the financial side. And then EWH accounting, and then B2E on the payroll side, which will start very soon, which is a good sign. So if you know Tillit, if you don't know what it means trust in Norwegian. So the foundation of the company is really, and the core values are, you'll see them on all the spread that my daughter Natalie, who may have welcomed you in the door, she came up with this creative idea yesterday. So trust, integrity, responsiveness, ingenuity, and excellence. So really that's the way we roll with, of those, like ingenuity is the one that we want to develop just creative solutions to any issues. So really thinking outside the box. Our core purpose is to connect, collaborate, and construct. I want to recognize the team at Tillit, Jody, and I'll let you say the name of your company.
Kazia Stali Studios.
That's it. Jody and I have been working together for almost a year. She did a lot of this event planning, and she does a lot of branding and marketing. So she's a force, and I love collaborating with her. Dan Seal with Force Solutions. So Dan has been scouting projects since last summer, and we meet every week and kind of review that agenda. And then I want to announce Mark Wilkie, the first employee at Tillit.
Now I know I was wearing the shirt.
So Mark was brave enough to show up tonight. It starts on March 31st. So it's just a preview, but I'm super excited to have
For a brewer game.
boots on the ground and out on the site. So
Great.
thanks for coming on board. Thanks for believing in Tillit. And then I also want to thank So we have a little studio going right now that Dan Seal created with Harwood and Bloom, and Nikita included. It's a transit work studio looking at like DPW work.
That's very cool.
Public work. So we'll see what that becomes, but it's a good way to diversify, and I like diversification. That leaves me with family. So I want to thank my wife Liz for. So if you haven't heard the story, I recognize my parents, David and Susan, as well. So we were in Fort Myers in 2020, just over a year ago, and I had an interview with one company, and they had called and said, hey, we're going to extend an offer. I said, just hang on, I need to think about this before you extend an offer, just because I didn't want to have to rescind it. But and I told Liz, I said, that night I said, I got to decide by tomorrow what I'm doing. I was like, just figure this shit out. Right? So the next day I was like, it's just like on my mind. And then another day goes by, I was like, well, Steve said I should really do this. My brother-in-law has been like screaming in my ear for 5 years, like, just start your own shit. And So then I also was fortunate enough with Elizabeth Sprague, who I know from Waterstone Mortgage, had also kind of like, hey, what are you doing right now? I'm like, no, I'm not really anything. It's kind of in between. So with that whole story, started Tillit. I had an LLC company previously, but this was time to like call it something. So Tillit came to me very quickly. So I want to. That's kind of the story of how it began. I want to thank my son Austin, who, by the way, Natalie, can you FaceTime him?
I'm recording it. I'll send it to him. Yes.
I wanted to be on the FaceTime, but Austin's been supportive. He's out in Eau Claire. He couldn't make it tonight. And for Christmas, he actually told me whenever I'm ready to get business cards, he's going to pay for them. Katie created the playlist for tonight. She was instrumental in my initial website and getting that figured out kind of the first night of launch. Natalie's known to say, "Did you till it today?" So she's been involved with planning this event, and she's entered people in Pro Court for me. She's done a lot of miscellaneous running to the store and office stuff, picked out all my furniture. She's been instrumental. The ski theme that you see here tonight really comes from my parents. That whole ski thing when I was 3 years old, they pushed me down the hill and I love it, and thank you. And then I have to thank my brother John, my sister-in-law Becky, as well as my sister Leah and Sean, who are all able to be here. So the last group I was going to thank is the Visage crew that's here. So Mike, Ryan, the others. But this Visage group was started back in 23. And I meet with Mike once a month on one-on-ones. I meet with the whole group once a month.